He's gonna make it clear. Did you know? Come on, listen here. Did you know?
And welcome to Did You Know? My name is Frankie Darcell. I'm the host of the Afternoon Traffic Jam on 105.3 WDAS, and so glad that you are joining us, which you can do weekly right here for some of the most compelling topics that relate to issues within the community, health, awareness, and of course some nonprofits that you can benefit from. So make sure that you join us. Myself, I am 6 years in Philadelphia and so excited about being here in this extremely cultural, aware community of theater and the arts. As much as doing radio for 27 years, I've also started my own production company, which I focus on theater. I've done Eve Ensler's Vagina Monologues, including Intozaki Shinge's for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. I've done 12 Angry Men, which was amazing. And of course, God's Trombones. And this show will focus on God's Trombones. It is written by James Weldon Johnson, one of the most prolific writers of the Harlem Renaissance. And if the name sounds familiar to you, you may know him, which is most popular, To Lift Every Voice and Sing, which is the Black National Anthem. It has become known as. When I was looking for 2018, I wanted to end the year with something compelling, something that is thought-provoking. Diva at the Stage Door is the name of my production company, and I love to call it intellectual community theater. It's theater where the community wants to come in, engage, and learn some really incredible thing about the arts and about the community. So when we decided to do God's Trombones, not just from a religious perspective, but a historic perspective as well. And what it focused on is some of the pieces written by James Weldon Johnson were his sermons. And there were 8 sermons written by James Weldon Johnson, 9 specifically if you use them all. So I decided to gather some incredible actors and one minister to focus on just the words. And when we say God's Trombones, most people think of the actual trombone. The trombone is the voice of the minister. It was the speaker of the words to the universe. So the trombones are actually the words that were written by James Weldon Johnson as performed in churches around the world in the 1800s. So you're going to get an opportunity to see some of the outtakes from God's Trombones coming up today on this show. So thanks a lot for joining us. When we come back, you'll see more of God's Trombones. I'm Frankie Darcell. Did You Know is here. You will know in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Did you know?
Always Best Care specializes in helping seniors who wish to remain in their home but need assistance. Our flexible care programs vary from hourly to live-in. Simply put, we're there when you need us. And Always Best Care is a DPW-approved Medicaid provider. Call today and we'll meet with you to develop a personalized care plan. Always Best Care Senior Services. Doing more, caring more, and dedicated to exceeding your expectations. Always.
Did you know?
And welcome back to Did You Know? My name is Frankie Darcell from 105.3 WDAS. You can hear me weekdays from 3 p.m. until 7 on the legendary WDAS radio. Today, for this show, we're focusing on the James Weldon Johnson production of God's Trombones, which I produced and directed. And when we think about church, we think about primarily ministers. Again, trombones are the voices of the ministers in the pulpit. So I wanted to do something just a little different. I wanted to invite a woman into the pulpit. And of course, in the 1800s, no women were in the pulpit. As a matter of fact, you won't find many today. It's still a struggle. So of course I wanted to step out of what would be considered the norm. And what I normally do when I have the creative license to do so is to just put a little switch into some of the production. And here we have one of the greatest orators, I think, in the city of Philadelphia. Her name is Pastor Pam. She performed her sermon during the God's Trombones presentation, and she was amazing. A standing ovation, because the idea behind having a woman in the production is because if you really take men out of the church or women out of the church, it may be empty. We know that a lot of men are skeptical about church And so we wanted to put a woman in the pulpit. So throughout the play, God's Trombones, there were narratives to set up each of the productions. And I was so happy to write that and worked with some incredibly gifted and talented actors. So as we experience God's Trombones on this edition of Did You Know, here's the setup to the women in the pulpit and the narrative that gives you a better understanding of today's ministry.
Much activity without being disrupted or interrupted, carried out discreetly, secretly, or in moderation. There are more women in the pulpit today, and their voices are louder now. Amen? Some would say, if you remove women from the four walls of the church, it would remain empty for the small number of men that reside. However, man of the head of the church. So who's to blame? The biblical references? If any, men's gender biases or women's, because women prefer men. And men are good with that. Clearly, times have changed. I woke up this morning and I recognized that I was different. I had an idea and I asked myself a question. Why did I marry? And where did I come from? And then I understood clearly because I put my hand upon my heart and I felt the palpitation. I felt my heart beating. And then I recognized my sister. And when you think about it, that makes us family. Because we are all God's creation.
It's James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombone on this edition of Did You Know? I'm Frankie Darcell, and we'll be right back.
Did you know?
The name Always Best Care has become the most trusted and reliable for in-home senior services. Our caregivers specialize in bringing families and friends closer together and putting smiles in the faces of each and every one of our clients by creating a fun and loving atmosphere. For an in-home healthcare provider that is built on genuine compassion and quality care, look no further than Always Best Care. Hi, I'm Patty Jackson. When I needed help with providing my mother physical and emotional comfort in her time of need, Always Best Care was a godsend. And you can rest assured that they will always be there whenever you call because they care.
They're tried and true. You can trust that they will always take good care of you. Always Best Care.
To schedule an appointment, visit abcphillybristol.com or call 267-909-9248 today.
Did you know?
I am so excited. What an incredible weekend we had with God's Trombones at the Independent Seaport Museum with God's Trombones, written by James Weldon Johnson. Hello. If you're just joining us, my name is Frankie Darcell of 105.3 WDAS and the producer-director of James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombone. I love the energy of the stage and to be able to take a script, give it to incredible actors, and allow them to put their own energy, their own personalities into a production. So, God's Trombone is written in sermons. This particular sermon, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Because of the personalities of my cast, I thought that 3 individuals together, their personalities blended together, would make this one sermon amazing. One of the things I wanted to do that was so important for me was to have a aha moment for the audience, something that was totally unexpected. And even my team, when I decided to put these 3 individuals together, because I knew each of them individually, I thought, what a great opportunity to divide one sermon into 3 parts. Because each of these actors had such a unique blend, I thought I would make this happen. And initially, when I did this, my team and the others in the room thought, not a good idea, not at all. But because I understood the vision, I knew that this could be something compelling. So I asked the guys to get together and work on the script and really get to know each other. And about live stage, you have to know and understand and be able to touch and feel the actor that you're playing. So I told them, get together after a rehearsal, go out, go to a baseball game, whatever it is that you do, but get to know each other so that you could better understand each other and the vibe of each other. They did that. When they returned, the next rehearsal, the room just roared to see these 3 individuals put together. This sermon was amazing, and they performed to a standing ovation.
You know, Sunday morning is one of the most segregated times of the week. Have you been in the cafeteria in high school during lunchtime?
Or at an office party where people tend to speak socially and personally with the ones they're comfortable with.
You ever praise the Lord? There's only one God, amen, and one baptism. And one way to praise, wait. In the cool of the day, God was walking around in the Garden of Eden. Yes, and except for the beasts eating in the fields and the birds flying through the trees, it seemed as if the garden was deserted. And God called out and said, Adam, where art thou? And Adam, with Eve behind his back, came out from where he was hiding. And God said, Adam, what hast thou done? Thou hast eaten of the tree. And Adam, with his head hung down, blamed it on the woman. Blamed it. You see that? Crazy. For after God made the first man Adam, he breathed sleep upon him and took out of him one of his ribs. Talk to him. And out of that rib made a woman. And God, the man, the woman, of all the fruit in the garden you can eat, except of the tree of knowledge.
The tree of knowledge.
For the day thou eatest of that tree, thou shalt surely die. And then pretty soon, along came Satan. Old Satan came in like a snake in the grass to try his tricks on the woman. I can see old Satan now, sliding up to the woman. I imagine the first words he said were, Eve, you're surely looking good. Surely looking good. I think he brought her a credit too. And if there was, such a thing in those ancient times, he brought her a looking glass. A looking glass? A looking glass. And even Satan started to get friendly. And he got to walking on that shaky ground. Talk to him. Look y'all, don't ever get friendly with Satan, right? And then they started to talk a lot of this about the garden.
And Satan said, tell me, how do you like the fruit on a nice tall blooming tree standing there in the middle of the garden? Eve said, that's the forbidden fruit. Talk to him. Which if we eat, we die. Talk to him. Satan laughed, but that was real laughing. He said to the women, guys, fool you eat. That's the sweetest fruit in the garden. I know you can eat that fruit, and I know you will not die. Eve looked at the forbidden fruit. It was red, ripe, and juicy. Eve tasted the fruit and then offered to Adam. Now, Adam wasn't able to refuse, so he took a bite and they both sat down and ate that forbidden fruit. Talk to him. Back then, 6,000 years ago, man first fell by woman. And Lord, he's doing the same thing today. That's how sin got into this world. And man, as he multiplied the earth, increasing wickedness and sin. He went on down from sin to sin, from wickedness to wickedness. Murder, lust, violence, all kinds of fornications, until the earth was corrupt and rotten with flesh. Talk to him. An abomination in God's sight. Talk to him. God was angry at the sins of man. God got started even created man. God said, I will destroy him. I will bring down judgment on him with a flood. I will destroy everything on the face of the earth. Man, beast, bird, all creeping things. And he did. Everything but the fishes. But Noah was a just and righteous man. Talk to him. I'm not talking God. Talk to him. One day God said to Noah, he said, Noah, build thee an ark. Build it out of gopher wood. Build it good and strong. Put it within, put it without, and build it according to the measurements that I give to thee. Build it for you and all of your house, and to save the seeds of life on earth. For I'm going to send out a mighty flood and destroy this wicked world. And Noah commenced to build an ark, and he worked on it for about 100 years. And every day a crowd came around and made fun of him. Oh man, Noah. They laughed and they said, tell us, old man. Tell us, old man. Where do you expect to sell this boat among these hills? But Noah just kept on working. And every once in a while, Noah stopped. He'd lay down his hammer and lay on his sword and take his staff in hand. And with his long white beard flying in the wind and the gospel like dew from his eye, he'd preach God's word. Sinners, oh sinners, repent, for judgment is at hand. Sinners, oh sinners, repent, for time is drawing near. God's wrath is gathered in the sky. God's going to rain down, rain on rain. God's going to loosen up God and drown this wicked world. Sinners repent while there's yet time for God to change his mind. Some small young folks said, this old man's got war on his brain. And the crowd peak on Mount Aaron. And the dove brought Noah olive leaves.
Yes.
And when Noah saw that the grass was green, opened it up to all, and he all found out. The folks in Orleans, 2 by 2, down from the mountain valley, Noah wrapped and fell on his face. He held and kissed the ground, and then God hung out his rainbow across the sky. And he said to Noah, that's my son. No more will I judge the world by flood. Next time I'll rain down fire.
How amazing was that? It received a standing ovation. It is Did You Know? I'm Frankie Darcell, and you will know when we come back. We've got more.
Did you know?
Always Best Care specializes in helping seniors who wish to remain in their home but need assistance. Our flexible care programs vary from hourly to live-in. Simply put, we're there when you need us. And Always Best Care is a DPW-approved Medicaid provider. Call today and we'll meet with you to develop a personalized care plan. Always Best Care Senior Services. Doing more, caring more, and dedicated to exceeding your expectations. Always.
Did you know?
And welcome back to Did You Know? I'm Frankie Darcell of 105.3 WDAS. What a incredible hour this has been. Of course, director, producer of Diva at the Stage Door and the James Weldon Johnson production of God's Trombones. I love music, I love radio, I love entertainment, and I love the arts, and I love theater. And I'm so fortunate to be able to produce and direct theater here in the city of Philadelphia. It has been amazing. I have brought together some of the most incredible actors here in the city of Philadelphia. And people will say, oh, is it a local production? I don't like to call it local because I've met some actors that have just not gotten their shot yet. I believe there's some people that are performing in the city that could be on the big screen now. It's just their time has yet to come. So I like to call it Philadelphia-based theater. And that's what I've done. Of course, you've seen before joining us for this particular show, just how you can take an actor and actors and collectively bring the vision together. I like to refer to it as the theater of the mind, to take what I have in my mind and to put it on the stage. It's almost like birthing a child. You go through the pregnancy stage, and then there's opening night, which is the birth of an incredible production. It was so amazing to work with these talented actors from all walks of life to get together to collectively put together an amazing, amazing production. You're going to see now Let My People Go, which was one of the sermons written by James Weldon Johnson, performed by Brian Green of Always Best Care. Now, here's a guy who has never been on the big stage before, who said to me, you know, I think I could do this. I said, if you have the passion within you to do it, I think you're going to be amazing. When he first started, it was a little quirky, a little concerned. And of course, by opening night, he was ready. So to see an individual who is a consummate professional in there in the daytime, to end up on the stage at nighttime performing for an incredible audience, God's Trombones, check out Brian Green performing Let My People Go.
And God rained down plagues on Egypt, plagues of frogs and lice and locusts, plagues of blood and boils and darkness and other plagues beside. But every time God moved that plague around Egypt, old Pharaoh's heart just hardened, and he would not. No, he would not let God's people go. And so Moses was troubled in mind. And then the Lord said, listen, Moses, the Lord God of Israel will not be mocked. Just one more witness of my power. I will pass over Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh's heart that I will pass over Egypt's land, and with my righteous wrath I will pass over and smite their firstborn dead. And God at night did pass over. And a cry went out in Egypt, and Pharaoh rose in the middle of the night. And Pharaoh rose in the middle of the night, and his people said, send for Moses. And in a hurry he sent for Moses, and he said,
Go forth from amongst my people. You and those Hebrew children, leave this land of Egypt. And Moses just then let them out. They took all their gold and all their flocks, and they left the land of Egypt. And God guided them with a cloud by day and by fire at night. And they journeyed on into the wilderness until they got into the Red Sea. But in the morning, they missed those Hebrew children for 400 years. 400 years. They held those people down in Egypt, held them under the driver's lash, working without pay, working without price. And I think it was Pharaoh's wife that said, Pharaoh, what have you done? You let those Hebrew children go? Who is going to service us now? Who is going to make our bricks and mortar? Who is going to plant and plow our corn? Who is going to wake up in the chill of the morning? Who is going to work in the blaze of the night? Pharaoh, tell me that. And Pharaoh called unto his captains, and his captains called unto his generals, and his generals called unto his soldiers, and they hitched up all the chariots, 600 chariots of war, 2,400 horses, all filled with men with their swords and their shields and their battle bows and arrows, and they pursued those Hebrew children onto the Red Sea. And now looking back, the children saw Pharaoh's army coming, and the rumble of the chariot was like a thunderstorm, and the whirring of the wheels were like a rushing wind, and the horses kicked up a dust that clouded the day, and the glitter of the spears were like lightning in the night. And the children of Israel lost all faith. The children of Israel lost all hope. Big, deep Red Sea in front of them, and Pharaoh's host behind them. And they started to mumble and grumble amongst themselves. Were there no graves in Egypt? And they went out aloud to Moses and said, slavery in Egypt was better to come to die in this wilderness. But Moses said, stand still. Stand still and see the Lord's salvation. For the Lord God of Israel will not forsake his people. He will break the chariots. He will break the horsemen. He will break the great Egypt's sword and shield. On this day, he will let proud Pharaoh know who is the God of Israel. And so Moses raised up his rod over the Red Sea, and God, with a blast of his nostrils, blew the waters apart. And the waves rolled back and stood in the pile. And they left a path in the middle of the Red Sea that was dry as the sand of the desert. And the children of Israel all together crossed over. But when Pharaoh seen them crossing dry, he dashed on them behind him. But Pharaoh got about halfway across, and God unlashed the waters. And Pharaoh and his army were lost, and his host was drowned. And Moses sang, and Miriam danced. And the children of Israel all shouted with joy. And then God led the children of Israel until they reached the promised land. Listen! Who do you think can hold God's people down? Well, the Lord God himself has said, let my people go.
That's Let My People Go, performed by Brian Green of Always Best Care and the host of this show. Thank you, Brian, for allowing me to sit in for you for this edition of Did You Know? That is a performance from the James Weldon Johnson incredible, iconic stage production of Gotch Trombones. What an amazing production. And throughout the hour, I have wanted to share with you just some of the incredible gifts that I like to call it. And that's what happens with stage, the gifts. And each and every night, night on live stage, you never know what you're going to get. Although all of my cast never skipped a beat, never missed a word, but every night it brings a different energy because every audience brings a different energy. And this production did not disappoint. I'm Frankie Darcell, sitting in for Brian Green on Did You Know? We'll be back after this.
Did you know?
The name Always Best Care has become the most trusted and reliable for in-home senior services. Our caregivers specialize in bringing families and friends closer together and putting smiles in the faces of each and every one of our clients by creating a fun and loving atmosphere. For an in-home healthcare provider that is built on genuine compassion and quality care, look no further than Always Best Care. Hi, I'm Patty Jackson. When I needed help with providing my mother physical and emotional comfort in her time of need, Always Best Care was a godsend. And you can rest assured that they will always be there whenever you call because they care.
They're tried and true. You can trust that they will always take good care of you. Always Best Care.
To schedule an appointment, visit abcphillybristol.com or call 267-909-9248 today.
Did you know?
What an incredible hour I have had with you. I want to thank Brian Green, of course, the host of the show, Did You Know, each Saturday at 7 a.m. My name is Frankie Darcell of 105.3 WDAS, and also the producer and director of James Weldon Johnson's incredible stage play, God's Trombones. I'd love you to join us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram at Diva at the Stage Door. As a matter of fact, I'm excited because on February 23rd at the Independent Seaport Museum, we will be producing and directing Eve Ensler's Vagina Monologues. What a compelling play. And let me tell you why, in this culture of the hashtag Me Too movement and the surviving R. Kelly, it's going to support organizations that are working to stop violence against women. So we're looking forward to it. It is compelling, it's funny, it's very serious as well, and it's a production that you will enjoy. You can get your tickets available to you at Eventbrite.com, or you can go to the website or Facebook and check it out if you'd like to join us. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Again, let me just say to each person that joined us for God's Trombones, it's our hope, and from what we've heard, you've enjoyed it. I want to continue to bring productions, again, that are just intellectual, that you can enjoy, a great night out of adult entertainment and family friendly that you can bring your friends to. And we want to continue doing that in 2019 and 2020. Thank you for letting me host and be your guest in your home today. Have a great week, everybody. And I leave you with the finale and the incredible cast of James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombones.
How loud must I blow it? Bring out the fire. And the crowds like howling, yelping dogs will go up into the fire and smoke them out. Too late, sir. Too late. You bombs in the house in the week of the 11th hour. And I hear a voice crying. Time shall be no more. Time shall be no more. Time shall be no more. And the sun will blow like a candle in the wind. And the moon will turn into dripping blood. And the stars will fall like cinders. And the sea will burn like tar. And the sky will roll up in a scroll. And with the blood in his hand, God will wave out time. And the wheel of eternity will start.
Diva to the stage. Our songstress for the evening, please welcome Janae Brown. She was one of our narrators for the evening. Please welcome Cy Queen and Purple Blackwell. He read the sermon, the prayer. Please welcome Dr. Gene H. White.
He read the sermon, A Funeral. Please welcome John Frisbee. Noah's Ark was read in 3 parts. Please welcome Mr. Dexter Stuckey. He read part 2 of the Ark. Please welcome Derek Watson. He read part 3 of the Ark. Please welcome Francisco Joseph. Please welcome to center stage, reading the Crucifixion, Mr. Brandon Bess. Let My People Go read in 2 parts. Please welcome to center stage, Mr. Brandon Brooke. Reading part 2 of Let My People Go. Please welcome Mr. Brian Green. We'd also like to welcome to center stage our music director and pianist from Bible Way Baptist Church, Mr. Gregory Simpson. We also thank them so much for their participation tonight. Please welcome the young ladies to the stage from Philadelphia to D2 choreographed by Jamel Defoe. Dominique, Angelica, and Lauren. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you to the Independent Seaport Museum.
And I would like to take the time for all of us to welcome our sister, our friend, our mentor, WDAS's own, the producer and director of God Trombones, Frankie Darcell.
Thank you so much. Could you give these guys a round of applause one more time? Thank you so very, very much. Catherine Hicks is here somewhere from the Philadelphia Sunday Sun. Catherine, if you come up, please. And we couldn't do it without our great team. So I want to introduce the team that helped put this together. Please welcome our business manager, Shauna. Shauna Walker, where are you? Please give them a round of applause. Steve Kemp, who is also our manager of staff and tickets. Want to welcome Shelly Tucker, all of the robes and things that you see. She is our costume designer. She is also our social media director, as well as Khadija Natakasi. We'd also like to welcome our sound. She's handling our sound and lighting tonight. Where's Sydney Brown? Sydney Brown, come on up. And Chantel. Chantel is also our assistant for production. Please welcome Chantel. We'd also like to welcome our makeup artist. Where is Serenity Tucker? Where's Serenity? Come on over here, Shauna. And yeah, she actually came in for the production today. She doesn't really have a title, but she's my daughter and I made her work. Where's my daughter, Fallon? Come on out, Fallon. I know she was out there working, doing something. I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Thank you guys so very much. I love the arts. I love theater. Wait a minute. I think, yeah, there they are. I want to recognize a couple of people. From Power 99, there's Mother Nose, there's Cappuccino, there's Roxy Romeo, there's Dr. Dre, all of them. What's happening here? Y'all stand up and just wave to everybody. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Kevin Jackson is here from WDAS. Thank you, guys. Did I miss it? I hate calling names because I'm always... Oh, yeah! He's Mr. Do It All, Derek Corbett. He's our director of programming. Would you stand up, Derek? Thank you guys so much for coming out to each and every
finally here. I'm excited.
I'm super excited.
I'm sure you're excited. A little nervous too, but really looking forward to hitting the stage.
Yeah, I think this is for both of us. I'm Dexter Stuckey, Brandon Best. This is our first play that we've done. I'm glad we got to do it together because the nerves were there.
Still there.
Yeah, still there, but like it's almost over, and I'm super excited for it.
God's Trombones.
What's going on, family? It's your big homie TC Caldwell, BKA Stormy Weathers, and I'm with my homie
John Fresney.
And we are here bringing to the city of Philadelphia God's Trombones, directed by Frankie Darcell, but written by James Weldon Johnson, the author of Lift Every Voice and Sing. And once again, you saw us do our thing in 12 Angry Men, and here we are again, bro.
Here we are again. You know, there's something about hitting that stage that's so electric. Me and this man can tell you we've been in numerous stage plays, but a Frankie Darcell stage play is a little different. It's a little more extreme, a little more tight, but when you go out there and do your thing, you feel it to the utmost. And the audience feels it, I think. You agree?
I would agree. And listen, man, if you want to get ready to do things on a level that will get you prepared for the next level, come to a Frankie Darcell Diva at the Stage Door audition, man, and we enjoy ourselves. Don't get me wrong, it's work. It's hard work because you got to get up early. On some days you don't want to get up early. It's long rehearsal days, so you knock everything out. But by the time you get to showtime, you definitely won't regret it, man. And like John said, when you've done as many stage plays as we have, there's just certain people that you love working with, and Frankie Darcell is definitely one of those folks.
Hi, my name is Ebony Williams. I'm a part of the production team in a Diva at the Stage Door production by Frankie Darcell. This play is everything. It's full of heart, fun, entertainment, poetry, singing, praise. More importantly, James Weldon Johnson's 7 Negro spiritual sermons are being theatrically produced for you.
Good evening, this is Dr. Gene, getting ready to go out for the latest God's Trombones, a new Frankie Darcell production, written by James Weldon Johnson. You may remember me as the foreman in 12 Angry Men. So glad to be back in front of you guys. It's going to be a really great show. It's going to be inspirational. It's going to be one that you can really get connected to. It's compassion, great music, there's dancing, and oh, by the way, the actors are fabulous.
I am so happy to be a part of this production. As a novice actor, I'm around some of the most prolific actors and actresses. It's just really, really good to really watch and learn. They say you're supposed to have a plan B, C, D, and E. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to act a little bit more. So I'm happy to be a part of this cast. The professionalism has really, really been overwhelming, and I'm having a good time.
We are here at the opening night of God's Trombone, and this entire experience has really brought me to my knees. I had to go back and reflect about what my lines meant to me. You know, James Weldon Johnson wrote this. You know, he was someone who led during the Harlem Renaissance, and as being a black woman leading today, the young black people, they need to know about the people that, you know, started from the way back in the past. And James Weldon Johnson, when he wrote these words, I had to go and let them fester inside of me. So when I let them fester inside of me, I was able to jump right into my scene. Okay, James Weldon Johnson, Harlem Renaissance leader. It really meant a lot to me to be a part of this historic play with so many historical, you know, words in it that really mean a lot to me and to the future. So we bring in stuff from the past and moving it forward. I got to work, you know, with Frankie Darcell, wonderful director. I got to stand beside ladies and gentlemen who have worked with her in the past. So I felt like I was part of a family. I was brought into a family, and they really made it home for me. So I'm so excited. I'm so ready. So thank you so much. This has been an awesome experience, and I can't wait to share this with my friends and family.
Hi everybody, I'm Pamela K. Williams, better known in the Christian and religious community as Pastor Pam, and I'm here just to let you know that this has been the greatest experience, one of the greatest experiences I have ever had in my life. To be a part of a production that talks about life during the Renaissance and culturally important to me, and knowing that this is a production from the individual who wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing. I don't know, it is only Frankie Darcell that could get me on the stage and have me acting, because I don't know nothing about what I'm doing, but when I tell you I wouldn't change it for the world, and if she calls me to audition again, I'm gonna put on my best, I'm gonna look my best, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna put some bells in my pants, and I'm gonna show up, because this has been the greatest experience that one could ever have. So if you think about acting, I'm telling you now, when Frankie Darcell does another production or Diva at the Stage Door calls you, you better answer.
Peace.
Hi everybody, this is Janae Brown. I am also a cast member with God's Trombones. One of the blessings of this production is that I get to work with people like Oracle Gold, Seisha Cherie, Pastor K. Williams, Fatima Nanakasi, Ebony Williams, about to call her Ebony Johnson.
Yes.
But you know, Frankie Darcell, Shelly Williams, we have such a wonderful cast. And I didn't even get to the men on the other side. This is an experience, and it's an experience in life, in love, in theater. We get to encourage one another. We get to lift one another up, all while experiencing culture and delivering an experience to those of you who are out there. We appreciate you for all the love and the support that you give. It's what keeps us going, and we are going to continue to give 110% to make sure that it's worth it every single time.
And I'm glad she said that. I'm really appreciative because I am the only female preacher in the cast. All the other persons giving the sermons are men, and I'm able to come in my true, authentic self. And I'm living my truth.
And she
so live your truth, baby.
Peace and greetings. Hello, everyone. My name is Purple Queen, Saj Blackwell, and I am a part of God's Trombones. And it's been exciting. It's been tumultuous. It's been challenging. And I've really learned a lot. We've all been through so many things during the course of this play and coming together, and I have truly found a new family. And people who don't know you at all, who will embrace you as if you are their sister, their mother, their brother. And for that, I am entirely and eternally grateful. I feel like, you know, this experience and me coming into a professional world of theater where, you know, I was the one who now don't know nothing and have been provided with all this love, where I feel like I know everything now. So I want to thank Frankie Darcell for this great opportunity. I want to thank James Weldon Johnson, the foundation, his family, for creating this piece, for being the soldier that he was in the time of the Renaissance, and we're just proud to be a part of this play.
Did you know he'll help you understand? Did you know always a right-hand man? Did you know he's gonna make it clear? Did you know? Come on, listen here. Did you